Hello, YouTubers, and welcome to Level-Headed News. This is your host, Brenda. I have in this particular episode, this is the third of 3 episodes that I'm doing for you today. Before we get started, if you missed the first 2 episodes or you've forgotten about it, this is the next to the last day of voting in the Oregon Person of the Year contest thing that they got going on. I put the URL in the description of this video for you so you can click on that and vote. Ammon Bundy is in second place right now. I'm encouraging everybody to vote for Ammon, but of course you can vote for whoever you want to. The important thing I think is to vote. I'd like to see Ammon win personally, but hey, whoever gets it will deserve it, I'm sure. So go ahead and pull that up and vote. You can vote today and tomorrow, and then they're cutting off the voting, and Saturday they'll announce the winner. So that's what's going on with that. I'll hop right on into the news. I've got 4 of them here. The first one is off of Conservative Tribune, and it says, introduce new law to try to get Trump impeached. And this is how it reads. Senator Elizabeth Warren has long been one of President-elect Donald Trump's most outspoken critics. Now she and other leading Senate Democrats have begun seeking to put legislation into effect that would force Trump to divest himself of any money that could possibly become a conflict of interest and put all of that money in a blind trust, according to Slate. It's an attempt to impeach Trump being crafted even before the man takes office. As Warren fact sheet showed, according to The Hill, the bill would also consider any violation by Trump of conflict of interest or ethics laws a high crime or misdemeanor under the impeachment clause of the U.S. Constitution. The American people deserve to know that the President of the United States is working to do what's best for our country, not using his office to do what's best for himself and his businesses, Warren said, according to The Hill. The legislation being proposed was specifically crafted to target Donald Trump. Not only that, but this legislation was clearly doomed from the start. It has to pass both GOP-controlled House and Senate. That means not only will this bill, try that again. That means not only is this bill worthless, but those who are crafting the bill are just doing it to make a statement that they conspicuously didn't make when Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton came under scrutiny for her alleged conflicts of interest while heading the State Department. President-elect Trump's financial entanglements are unprecedented in American history, and the American people are still waiting to hear what steps he will take before January the 20th to guard against conflicts of interest and corruption in his administration, Senator Richard Durbin told the Washington Post. Just this week, the president-elect canceled a scheduled announcement about severing his business ties, taking time instead to meet with Kanye West, Durbin continued. The American people deserve to know that their president is putting the United States' interest before his own, his family, or that of any foreign government still in office. The next article I have for you is off of BizPac Review, and it says, Dems demand federal investigation into Trump's DOE climate questionnaire. They say it's illegal. Democratic senators want federal investigators to open probes into whether President-elect Donald Trump's team broke the law when it asked the Department of Energy to identify climate change warriors on staff. Senator Richard Blumenthal of Connecticut and 9 of his colleagues wrote a letter Friday to the Office of Special Counsel demanding to know whether a questionnaire sent by Trump's team to the DOE December the 9th violated longstanding federal laws designated to protect civil servants against coercion from partisan purposes. The point questionnaire appeared to request, among other more innocuous things, a list of agency researchers and their peer-reviewed publications, professional society memberships, and the websites at which they contribute. Believes Trump's requests were against the law. We ask that you take immediate action to review these deeply troubling requests, Blumenthal wrote. Various Democratic congressmen are also crying foul and demanding the real estate mogul, now president-elect, come clean about the questionnaire, namely whether his team made similar requests of agencies. Any effort to retaliate against, undermine, demote, or marginalize civil servants on the basis of their scientific analysis would be an abuse of authority, Democrat Representative Elijah Cummings and Frank Pallone asked Trump's transition team on Thursday. They were referring to the possibility that Trump was hoping to engage in a type of climate change purge. Created a minor firestorm of controversy, especially among environmentalists terrified it could be the beginning of a type of program against climate change data. California Governor Jerry Brown warned Trump on Wednesday that the Golden State would send its own Dems satellites into orbit if the Trump administration shuts off the country's climate satellites. Trump has made no indication that he is interested in squashing research devoted to studying climate change. In fact, he's made comments suggesting he's open to listening to all sides of the issue. The transition team, for its part, claims the much ballyhooed questionnaire was unauthorized and sent by a rogue employee who has since been disciplined. The next article that I have is off of Leibzete, I guess, or Leibzete.com. It says Maine Gas Distributor, and that's Maine, M-A-I-N-E, the state of Maine, gas distributor won't deliver to Trump supporters. Business owner vows to leave neighbors who voted for president-elect in the cold. An owner of a propane dealership in Maine is refusing to deliver gas to anyone who voted for President-elect Donald Trump. Michael Turner, owner of Turner LP Gas in Muskegon, Maine, recorded voicemail greeting that leaves little question as to his feelings for those in his community who supported Trump. Turner LP Gas. If you voted for Donald Trump for president, I will no longer be delivering your gas. Please find someone else, the message states. Turner isn't the first person to refuse to do business with Trump voters. In late November, Matthew Blanchfield, CEO of Albuquerque, New Mexico-based marketing firm, issued a statement saying he would no longer work with Trump supporters. But unlike Blanchfield, who lives in a county that voted solidly for Hillary Clinton, Turner lives in a county overwhelmingly supported Trump won Somerset County, Maine, in which Salkehan is located, 57.73% to Hillary's 35%. And so Hegan specifically, where Clinton performed better than Somerset County at large, Trump will receive over 50% of the vote and had a 10-point lead on Clinton, according to published on Sahegan's town website. Turner is apparently so distraught over Trump's win, he is willing to alienate more than half of his community and possibly sacrifice his livelihood. But there is something slightly more disquieting to Turner's anti-Trump message. Maine is, of course, very, very cold place during the winter, and many Mainers, especially the state's senior citizens, often rely on fuel deliveries to survive Maine's harshest winter months. Average temperatures in Sahegan during the winter months are firmly below freezing, with an average high of 31 degrees in December, 26 degrees in January, and 30 in February, according to Intellicast. To refuse to deliver gas in Maine during the winter could be for many a serious issue. Residents will have to find a local alternative or could face a literally life-threatening situation without heat. Turner did not immediately return calls from Leibzete on Friday. The final one I have for you in this episode is off of Liberty Writers News. And I'm waiting for the hamster to catch up to me here and get it up on the screen. There we go. It says, Rocky is going to Washington. Look what position Trump gave Sylvester Stallone. And this is how it reads. Donald Trump has now approached Sylvester Stallone to work in top arts-related position in the White House, according to DailyMail.com. The Rocky star loves Trump and is a longtime fan of his. And he's super pumped, too. The rumor is that Sylvester Stallone will take a position as chairman of the National Endowment of the Arts, according to the Daily Mail, agency that gives out money to artists. He's going to punch it out. What a great pick. And there's a picture of him here that pretty much says it all. Sylvester Stallone, his arms are all outstretched. He's being Rocky. So let's see here. It says, I can't believe that Rocky may be going to Washington. This is awesome. His appointment is going to have to be chosen by Congress. That's why every red-blooded American patriot that loves Rocky needs to share this article. It says, comment, pick Rocky below this on Facebook and share it, is what it says here in the article. God bless America. Sylvester Stallone is a very hardworking man and deserves to work in the government. So there you have the 3 episodes that I had for you today. If you haven't seen the other 2, go check them out. And it's some interesting news today. And if you like what we do here, give it a thumbs up, share it around, subscribe, and check the box so that you get email alerts every time I do a show, because you never know when I'm going to come up with something.